The Container Shop is a new project focused on building a functional storage and workshop area on our property while we continue to work on our Hyper Adobe Roundhouse. Long-term, the plan is to set up multiple shipping containers surrounding a clean, level surface and eventually put a roof over the whole thing to shade the workspace and catch rainwater. So far, we've prepped the area, poured a concrete pad, set the first 20-foot container, spent a week modifying it with 2 windows and a door, framed it out, ran electric, painted the outside, and today we're insulating the room, putting on the walls, and adding finishing touches. All right, so we're back to the container, to Jett's room. We were having Kyle come and spray foam his whole area tomorrow, but that means everything's got to come out, which is a bummer because it was looking kind of homey and nice in there. But it's going to look even better when we're done. So we have to get everything out. What?
What the heck?
He's a snacker. It's fine.
Snacker?
We have to get everything out of here, and we have to tape off everything that we don't want to get spray foam goo on it.
And so we pulled everything out of your room.
Squishy granola bars. I don't know what to tape. I don't know what to do with this stuff.
Good morning. Today's the day. Jett gets his little room insulated in about 3 hours. Kyle will be here to get set up. I'm going to go ahead and start sanding down all the panels that will be the walls for Jett's room. Lots to do this morning. It's early, but we're going to get it done.
Today is the day. Spray foam is happening. As you can see, we taped everything off yesterday, but what we didn't do, and we weren't 100% sure what to do, was around these windows. So instead of just spray foaming into this cavity and potentially letting it come out past this window, we're going to put in some 2x4 framing here. That way the spray foam can still go behind it and get to where all the screws are and waterproof it, but we'll have a nice finished look here. So,
as nice as you can get with 2x4s.
Sure, it's just 2x4s, nothing super fancy, but we're going to try to make it look a little bit more finished, and we got to get this done before Kyle gets here.
We have 45 minutes.
We have 45 minutes, so we're going to get to it.
Kyle is here and he's got his machine going, so we're just about ready to start spray foaming in here. Everything's taped off and ready to go. I just really hope that all of my taping holds up because it looks a little like a kindergartner did it, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I think I got it taped off.
Are we good? Are we ready?
I think so. Floor's covered. That's covered. I think we're good.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright, so it's been over 4 hours, so it's just now coming in to see what all needs to be done. I know we need to take off like all the tape and paper and stuff, but there are some spots where the spray foam went out further than we thought it would. So we gotta scrape off some stuff and just clean it up before we can get the walls on, but we're hoping we can get the walls on today so that Jett doesn't have to move out of his room for a 4th time. So let's get this taken down and see what it looks like. We have a little spillage at the top, which is easy to take care of. That, not so easy, but we can take care of it, right, Jett?
I don't know.
I'm not sure why I didn't remember that we should have taped off all of these facing of these boards, because we had to scrape them off in the barn last time we did this and I totally forgot. So it's gonna be a while before we can start putting on the walls. We gotta scrape and scrape and scrape. But at least we covered the floor.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben. I think we're gonna severely regret not insulating that.
I don't know why I keep saying that. It feels great in here.
In here?
Yeah.
But that's gonna be awful.
We're not doing everything in there. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's just storage.
One day. Frame it out and insulate it one day.
Maybe. Hey, it's a lot cooler in here already. We got all the spray foam cleaned up. We are going to start putting the walls and the ceiling on, and also I'm going to turn the air back on because it's warm.
Alright, Jett's on fly duty. We got the first panel up. We're doing minimal screws. It's only a 2-foot section, so we're just doing each side. And so Jonathan's going to cut the power to the light so that we can measure and cut the hole for the light, get the panel back up, and then turn everything back on and not die of heat. Did you get it?
Yes, I did.
What was that?
That was a fly.
He's killing all the flies in here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about the flies.
There's one on the window.
There's like 12 in the window.
That one's dead.
Oh. You left a dead one? So all his friends could see what happened. I think we've definitely learned our lesson time and time again that you measure all the cuts that need to happen.
Better?
Yeah, let's get this up.
Well, guys, we ran out of time. We didn't quite get all the walls on.
We got one wall.
One in the
One wall.
in the ceiling.
And the ceiling.
The ceiling was tricky. Anyway, we're exhausted. We're gonna do this tomorrow.
Working on this container guest room has been an absolute whirlwind. So we are so thankful that today's video sponsor is Birch Living.
Yeah, thanks to Birch, we were able to get a good night's sleep after a very long day of work.
Very long.
And we sleep even better knowing our mattress is fiberglass free, crafted with responsibly sourced materials like organic cotton, organic wool, 100% natural latex.
And it's even free from polyurethane foams, which can cause harmful off-gassing.
Since we live in the middle of nowhere and really hate going into town, we love that Birch will deliver right to your door for free in the US.
Remember those days when you used to have to go to a mattress store to find something good?
It's the worst.
Well, those days are over thanks to Birch Living. They even offer in-home setup and removal of your old mattress to make it even more convenient for you.
Now, you may remember that we have a Birch Living mattress, and Adelaide has a Birch Living mattress, so it turns out that mattress we replaced in her dome, the little thin, crappy one, it made its way into Jett's container here.
It did. Sorry, Jett.
Yeah.
We actually have a Birch mattress on its way for Jett's room. Just didn't quite make it here in time.
It will be sort of the final finishing touch on this container, and we're so glad to because he just got a job. He's working every morning really hard outside, and so we want to make sure he's able to get a good night's sleep each day in a safe and natural way.
Birch Living is offering you a 100-night sleep trial to make sure you love your mattress as much as we do, and they even have a sale going on right now.
Yeah, go to birchliving.com/tinyshinyhome and use the code BirchPartner27 to save 27% during their early access July 4th sale.
Hey, that's a lot of percent.
It is a lot of percents.
All right, guys, we need to get back to the container and finish Jett's room.
All right, new day, new walls. So, back in here, I can tell you, I can already feel a huge difference in this room, even with the door wide open. So, it's going to be a little loud, sorry, because we're definitely running the air conditioner because we don't want to get hot. We did this wall yesterday, and we did the ceiling. So now we're going to be putting in these slats. Definitely a little tricky right here because we got to cut out and build over that, and then it should be pretty easy until we get to the bottom.
Now I got to transfer all these measurements and cut this board and get it in there.
Okay, we're back out later in the day. We're going to try to finish this down here. Then we get to work on the wall behind you, and then this wall, and then the false wall on the other side of the thing. Anyway, we'll get to it. You'll see.
Tryna get me down, but then I get on up into the sea I drown, and it won't shut me up. Now they tell me I'm dumb and I've had enough fun just running around, 'cause I feel like I carry a gun on the tip of my tongue, but now I'm done. No, I won't stop for a minute. Gotta hit the road, gotta get me off the limit. No, I won't stop till I get it. See, I'm back at home, son. Ask me how I did it. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
We're gonna pretend this is the first time we're doing.
Sure.
Never kiss me now.
I don't think you got this.
See you on the shore.
So done with an answer.
Lonnie's looking so stunned. I look innocent, hun, but my mind was a ton. Still I stepped in, but you're the sun. Never asked you for none, but now I'm done.
No, I won't stop for a minute. Gotta hit the road, gotta get me off the limit. No, I won't stop till I get it. See, I'm back at home, son. Ask me how I did it.
Okay, it's getting late. Sun's going down. but we would really, really like to get this covered up. We can still do the other side later, but if we can get this covered up, then Jett can move everything back in tonight, which would be awesome. So I think we're going to push through, try to get it done.
Cars to fix, bills to pay, rooms to clean, meals to make. What a life that we've designed. I'd do it a million times with you and never get tired. You're my piece of heaven on earth. Oh, you make it all worth it. You're the reason I keep hitting snooze just to stay next to you. Over and over and over again. Over and over again. Grocery aisle hand in hand. Little world but so grand. Picking up the bread and wine like we've done a million times before. And I never get tired, 'cause you're my piece of heaven on earth. Oh, you make it all worth it. You're the reason.
Okay, now that Jett's room is done with all the woodwork, it is time for the fun stuff. We are going to be replacing all the furniture that's in there because it just doesn't work. That dresser is way too big. So we have some ideas. We just need to run an errand all the way up to Phoenix to make it happen. But today we're going to concentrate on getting his curtains sewed because, of course, the ones that he likes didn't come in the length that we need. So I had to buy longer, and we're just going to cut them and we're going to sew them. I'm using my friend's sewing machine that she let me borrow. Thank you so much, Angela, for letting me borrow this. And let's make some curtains. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. Have I sewed before? Yes. Am I good at it? Also, no. So, here's what he picked out. It's really cool. They're blackout curtains, which is nice. So we're just trying to keep as much heat out as possible. I just want you to know, you don't have to be great at what you do to make it work. I'm not great at sewing. I don't care that I'm not great at sewing. But I can sew enough to put curtains in a room. So don't let anything stop you because you don't know what you're doing. You can make it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just go and make something beautiful, okay? Let's sew it. Oh, first, I totally forgot. I have to do the bobbin thing. What did I do wrong? Ugh. It's not supposed to be there, but it's still working. Everything is fine. It's supposed to be on that. I forgot to move this to hold it. It's okay. It still works. It's getting crazy though. That should be enough. You know what's crazy is I remember how to do this because I think I was in 6th grade and had a home ec class. And we had to sew things. I think I sewed a football. But I still remember how to do the sewing machine because of that class. And that was how many years ago? So many. So many. That was funny. I remember watching my mom sew a lot growing up and getting to thread the needle for her because she couldn't see it. And I always thought that was so lame that she couldn't see to put the string through the needle. And now that's me. It's so hard to see it. My scissors don't make a sharp cut, so that makes it even harder. And also, I don't even have sewing pins, so safety pins. You don't have to have a room dedicated for sewing. You don't have to have even your own sewing machine, evidently. Although it would be really convenient if we did. Thankfully, I have great friends. Now, is it crooked? Absolutely. Do I care? Nope. I am going to measure these, and then, so that was just the first thing, and then I'm gonna fold it over and do it so it's nice. But I do have to measure that, so it has to go to the bed because that's the only surface I have in here. All right. Is this what you're supposed to use for sewing? Probably not, but say it with me. I don't care. We're gonna make these be 3 foot and 3 inches. So on the finished side, you only see the one line sewn. But back here, there's 2. I think I'm gonna sew the bottom so it looks nice. I don't know. Remember my mom ironing with a hot iron lots of things like when she does quilts and stuff, but guess what? I also don't have an iron. That's okay. I can just hold it down and it's flat and then I can sew it. I was looking at what was sewn on the top of these, which I didn't do. It was from the factory and it's pretty crooked. So I feel like I did pretty good. Let's see what it looks like when you hold it up. I mean, I don't know if you could get much closer than that with a tape measure. Looks pretty good. Let's do the next. And then we're going to go hang it up, but I'm not going to show you all this. We'll hang it up in a minute.
So now that we can actually see the finished space inside of Jett's room, I think we're going to rethink all of the furniture. We had gotten like a used nightstand and a dresser and like a really cheap bed frame, and we were trying to fit all that stuff in there. Didn't quite work. So we spent some time today really measuring things out, doing some research, looking at IKEA a bunch because they're great for small spaces, and we mocked this up. So the doors right here, the sliding door here, we have the wide window here, and then the window with the air conditioner right there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get him a new bed frame, and it will have drawers underneath. This will let us get rid of that huge dresser, and he can put his clothes underneath the bed. So that will fit perfectly back up against the back wall. He also really wanted a desk. He really wanted somewhere to like sit down and draw or like do work and like do things, which I think is really, really great. We don't have a lot of spaces for that. And so we found a really small desk that will fit right here, kind of right when you come in the door. And there's room there. If we put the bed back against this wall, we can fit the desk here, and we should have room to have a chair that can slide out. And then that way you can either pull the drawer out or pull the chair out. It should be fine. And then finally, he really wanted a place to store additional things, like we need more than just these 2 drawers down here. So we found a really tall, skinny, shallow bookshelf and drawer system that will fit right here. It won't get in the way when you walk in inside the door here, but it should give him lots of room to like store stuff on. And then I think we're going to be putting some shelves on the wall and just creating any other kind of like storage area where he can put things, because now he has a place to do that. And we want to make sure that even though this is a tiny little room, he still has a way to do that. So this will mean a trip to Phoenix here in the next couple of days to hopefully go get this stuff, then we'll have to put it together. So we just have a few finishing touches we want to get done here for Jett. Somebody went to IKEA and got a bunch of stuff. So we're going to put it together.
I don't know how many of you have put together something from IKEA, but just look at these instructions. No words, just pictures. So, yeah, this should be fun.
So mine's in the way. Here it is. There we go.
Okay, one done. You just need one drawer, right?
I'm in the way.
Why is it not closing?
It's not closing because it's too small for me back there.
Look what showed up. The mattress is finally here. So that means we can get it in and finish his room.
It's gonna be so soft and comfy. Look at that!
My headboard's got on. Oh my goodness.
Lay down.
How comfy is it gonna be?
I mean, it's a.
Let's not break this chain. So we had to build the bed inside, but everything else we can build outside and just take in. The bed was just like barely barely small enough to fit in the room. So next up, we're gonna do the storage cabinet, get that in there, and then the desk. How long did it take to do that bed? Like 2 hours? What time is it?
It's almost 7. I don't even know how long it took.
It's
Didn't
about
that
2
video
hours.
you watched say 2.5 hours?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's about that.
Sounds right.
Down in the hills of old Topanga Road, there's a place I go to ease a weary soul. I could hide away above the sea, smoke my stuff, talk to the trees, get myself a dog and build a heart of gold. Gonna find somewhere to slow it down, buy a little place way out of town. Gonna take my time, 'cause it's all mine. Trade my pride for a quiet life. Maybe then my time will come around, way out of town. Gonna find some